In the vast and endless universe, where stars sparkled like tiny diamonds scattered across a velvet sky, there lived a very special mailman named Thomas. But he wasn't the kind of mailman you'd see on Earth. Thomas had large, shimmering silver wings that let him soar between the stars, and his magical mailbag could never be filled. It always had room for one more letter. Each night, Thomas would deliver mail to planets, comets, and even the moon itself. His job was to carry wishes, thoughts, and dreams across the galaxy. But one evening, he reached into his bag and found a letter with no name, no address, nothing but mystery. "Huh, that's strange," Thomas murmured, tilting his head. "How will I ever know who this belongs to?" But being a loyal and kind-hearted mailman, he made a promise to deliver the letter to its rightful owner, no matter what it took. Spreading his glowing wings, Thomas began his search. He first flew to Saturn, its beautiful rings twinkling like royal jewelry. "Saturn, does this letter belong to you?" Thomas asked. The great planet swirled its rings and replied kindly, "No, dear Thomas, I haven't written a letter in ages. Try Jupiter." Thomas nodded and flew off to the giant gas planet. But Jupiter shook its swirling clouds and answered, "It's not mine either. Try Polaris. She sees everything in the sky." And so Thomas traveled from planet to star, from star to comet, but no one recognized the mysterious letter. Finally, Thomas sat down on a moon rock and gently opened the envelope. Inside was a simple, beautiful message. "I wish someone would write me back. I hope the stars know I exist." Thomas felt his wings tremble with emotion. "It's a wish," he whispered, but there was still no name, no clue to who had written it. He knew what he had to do. Returning to his magical bag, Thomas pulled out his star map and studied the sky. Who would wish for the stars to notice them? Then he had an idea. He flew to a tiny young star, the newest sparkle in the night sky. "Little one," Thomas asked, "have you heard of a wish like this?" The young star twinkled and nodded softly. "Yes, I heard it. It came from a little girl on Earth. Every night she looks up at the sky and hopes someone hears her." Thomas's eyes sparkled with purpose. "Then I must go to her at once." With a flap of his wings, he burst into motion, leaving a trail of twinkling comets behind him as he sped toward Earth. He soared over oceans, mountains, and forests until he spotted a small town where a girl sat quietly by her window, gazing at the stars. Thomas gently landed on her windowsill and tapped softly. The girl gasped. "Who are you?" "I'm Thomas," he said kindly, "the Moonlight Mailman." "I have a letter for you." With trembling hands, the girl opened the envelope. Inside, the note read, "Dear little one, we heard your wish. You're not alone. The stars see you, and I've brought you a piece of their light." Nestled in the envelope was a tiny glowing stone shining like a star itself. The girl held the letter close and smiled through happy tears. "Thank you, Thomas," she whispered, her eyes now glowing like the gift in her hand. Thomas smiled warmly, spread his wings, and rose back into the sky, where more letters waited to be delivered. As he flew, the stars winked down at him, and the moon beamed with pride. And from that night on, whenever someone felt lonely and sent a silent wish into the night sky, they could be sure that Thomas, the Moonlight Mailman, would be there to listen and deliver it to the stars.